Good evening, greetings. Okay, guys. So we've got to reverse an array. Looks like this. So a couple of numbers, and we just write it from back to front. So guys, this is a very short program, which is great. I'm going to start off by declaring the array. And say numbers. Sorry guys if I speak slow, I'm a little bit sick, but it'll be okay. It'll be okay. Right, so array. Now let's go see how many elements does this array have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. So we don't need to go say 1 to 100 when they did specify we will have 4 elements. Right, and those are numbers, so I'll say integer. Now we can go and fill this array when we declare it by saying equals round brackets, and then let's just put 4 random numbers. 9, 2, 5, 7. 9, 2, 5, 4, close brackets, semicolon. So guys, when you populate in an array, use round brackets and you separate the elements with commas. This is one way of doing it in the declaration. Okay. Now in the procedure, which I've double clicked on my reverse button, I've declared 2 variables, I integer, s reverse string. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to loop through my array. Okay, but I'm going to start from the end, and you'll see why. Now I hope you guys remember how that loop will look like when you don't want to start with 1, you want to start from the end and work down to 1. It looks like this. For I is equal to, now you guys are used to this 1 to something, but what I'm going to do is go from something down to 1. I'm going to go from the length of my array. Now you might be asking, so what is the length of my array? Well, it's whatever you've declared up here, it's 4. Okay. Down to, it's one word, 1, do. So in other words, the first value of I will be 4. And then on its next loop, it will go to 3, then 2, then 1, and then the 4 loops finished. Hope you guys understand that. Alright. Now I'm going to build a line that will look like this. It's just in one line. When I first did this, guys, I initially just went and did this memdisplay.lines.add int to string or number I. Now this sort of makes sense because I will start at 4. What is the 4th element in my array? 4. Okay, so memdisplay will show 4. And this sort of does what I wanted to do. Take a look at this. If I press the button, you see 4, 5, 2, 9. Is that my array in reverse? Yeah, 4, 5, 2, 9. But now you need to read the question carefully. What output do they want? It's in one line, separated by commas, and there are spaces. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the string variable. I'm going to build a string. So check it out. And say s reverse. Now whenever you're building something up in a loop, it's always equal to what it was in the previous loop iteration. So s reverse is equal to what it was in the previous loop, adding on to that whatever number we are looking at in our arrays, or numbers I. Okay, but so this is an integer, you can see there. This is a string. You cannot add a string in an integer. So I'm going to change this from an integer to a string. Good. And on top of that, I'm going to separate each number with a space, and there should be a comma and a space. So comma, space. Right, so let's go through this. This is my array. I starts at 4 down to 1. So S reverse is equal to what? What is this initially? Does the computer know? No. So I'm going to initialize my string variable, and you always initialize string variable, empty quotes. So now, when we first get here, I is equal to 4, S reverse is equal to what it was, which is nothing, plus, what is the fourth element in my array? 4, it's put into string, and a comma. So what is nothing plus 4 comma? It's just 4 comma, right? So S reverse is 4 comma. That's looking good. That's looking like the start of what we want, right? Okay, then I goes down to 3. 4 comma plus, what is the third element? 5. So 4 comma plus 5 is 4 comma 5 and another comma. So you see, guys, this is going to loop through my array, starting from the last element, and it's going to build a string. Now, so you might be asking, why are we using a string? Why can't we make this an integer and add? Remember, guys, when you work with integers, your computer is going to see, and I don't have all these stuff here, your computer is just going to treat them like normal numbers, and when I say 4 plus 5, it's going to be 9. It's not going to be 4 comma 5. So you need to, but when it's a string, and I say 4 plus 5, the computer will say, okay, the string is now 4, 5. Because it's almost like letters. A plus B doesn't all of a sudden become C, it becomes AB, right? Sort of. Okay. So there I build my string. Now I just need to display it. display.lines.add S reverse. Let's see what this looks like, guys. Four, comma 5, comma 2, comma 9. Is that correct? Almost perfect, except there's a comma at the end. Not right. So what I'm going to do, and you guys are going to have to try to figure this out on your own, is I'm only going to loop down to 2. So start from the end, stop at 2, and here I am just going to add the first element in my array. Oh, not I. 1. Just going to add that. Let's see if this fixes the problem. No, because this is integer. Int to string. There we go. Alright, guys, you're going to have to try to figure that out on your own. There we go. To make this better, we could improve the display by saying something like this. Starting, okay, this text, so in between quotes, starting array. Alright. I might need to put that in double quotes, I can't remember. No, single quotes. Right. Plus int to string. No, bugger. Let's just do this. Or, no. Let's not do this. Alright, guys, this is what the test is going to be based on. I will require you guys to declare this array, alright? So please learn this line, and then it's just a couple of lines. Alright, guys, stay well, drink up your vitamin C's, can't be getting sick now, alright? Cheers, peoples.